Hello everyone and welcome. Have you ever felt limited by the lack of functionality of different things? For example, I miss my old van, which had this ignition-powered socket where I didn't have to worry about car battery drained if I left a charger or some other device plugged in. That goes for a dash cam as well. Unless you live in a neighborhood you don't want to live in, there is no point in having the dash cam constantly powered and recording. So, what could be done if your car only has constant power sockets? Well, you could search the internet and find out you're not alone on this quest, and that there are several options you could take. Some of them require car wiring modification, some suggest manual switching every time you leave the car, and hope you don't forget it at the worst possible moment. I like my solution because it requires no messing with car wires. It is relatively cheap and most importantly, it works automatically. We start with a car power adapter like this or any other configuration. After taking it apart and oops, good thing nothing broke. There's plenty of room inside the enclosure for an additional electronic component which is going to be added for switching it on and off. As an on-off switching device, today we are going to use one of these wonderful MOSFETs. I got a few laying around, and if you still don't have any, you definitely should get yourself some just in case. This video is not sponsored by anyone. I bought all the supplies with my own money, so there is no affiliate links available at this time. An alternative to using a MOSFET would be a relay, but a 5-volt relay is not very common, so we stick to solid-state components. For purely arbitrary reasons, without any context, the candidate number 2 is the winner for this project. Really, any MOSFET with drain current over 20 amps, source to drain voltage over 20 volts, and gate threshold voltage under 5 volts should work. In order to test it and demonstrate, I need to solder some wires to the contact pads. Helping Hand proved itself very helpful once more. So our little tester here showed that our transistor is functional and ready to be implemented. This is my attempt at drawing a representation schematic of the unit. On the left there is a 12-volt supply car plug. Then there are sockets that are wired directly into the 12-volt supply. At last, there is the USB power converter. The schematics is rather primitive, so there is not much to say about it, other than this is an N-channel MOSFET, and that means it is switching off the negative or zero supply and is controlled by a positive voltage at the gate pin. When we apply a positive voltage above the threshold value at the gate, the MOSFET opens and current starts flowing. To turn it off, we cut off the gate voltage. The pull-down resistor is to make sure gate pin potential stays at zero when no control signal is present. As a control signal source, we are going to use the USB plus 5-volt supply, which is powered by the radio, which is on the accessory circuit of the car. An old broken USB cable is perfect for this task. Good thing I didn't throw it away when my wife asked. We're going to make sure the polarity is correct here too. This little thing is going to be our pull-down resistor. The value is not very critical as long as it is not too small to short or overload the 5-volt signal and not too large to be meaningless. 2.2 kilo it is. Soldering together contraptions like this gets less fun the thicker your glasses get. I actually have a theory why smoke from soldering is always going in your face. Share your thoughts on this matter in the comment section. Why do you think that is? If I get 500 likes on this video, I'll share my theory in another dedicated video. And now my favorite part, to use a shrink wrap. I don't know about you, but to me, I find it very satisfying watching the shrink tube wrap around a component and take a new form. Slight modification of the housing will both help accommodate for new functionality and void any warranties and your chances at returning it back to the store if that thought had crossed your mind. I'm gonna quickly throw it together and test if everything is working correctly before final reassembly. This short demonstration is meant to clearly illustrate that when unit is plugged in and radio is on without the USB connected, no power goes through the unit. But soon as we plug in the signal USB cord, everything working. Yay! Please let me know in the comments what do you think of this mod. Would you do it differently? Maybe better? Or do you think it's not needed at all? Be sure to like and subscribe. Thanks for watching. Come back next time.